Welcome back, YouTube, to another soccer slash football prediction. It's your boy Freddy Da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you won't miss any of your future soccer predictions. All right. Here we go. Today's video will be for La Liga and Serie A. I'll talk about the teams. I'll let you know if there's any injuries, and I'll talk about the total, and I'll give you my predictions. All right, here we go. First on the list, Getafe versus Sevilla. Getafe with 2 injured players and one player with the red card. As far as Sevilla, they have 3 injured players and 1 question. The total is sitting at 2, and both of the teams are sitting at 0.5. Team total over is sitting at 0.5. Wow. Let's see, the last 5 games from Getafe. Oh wow, they haven't taken an L in the last 5 games. They have 4 wins, 1 draw. Sevilla, on the other hand, they got 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 L's. So this screams Getafe to win for sure. As far as a goal, as far as a 0.5, yeah, they've done this 5 out of 5. Kidding me? But these two going head to head, that 0.5 from Getafe, they've covered this. Oh my God. They've covered this 2 out of 5. So yeah, that's crazy. The most recent game between these two teams was back in September 14, 2024, and they did not cover this. So, but I mean, 2025, it's a new year. They've been crushing it, right? So 0.5, yeah. I think this might be a tie, but even if it's a tie, it'll be a 1-1. Other than that, I mean, Getafe are at home, by the way. So, yeah, give me Getafe for that 0.5. I see that happening, to be honest with you. So, yeah. Okay, on to the next game. Villarreal versus Real Valladolid. Injuries. Villarreal has 2 injured players. Real Valladolid has only 1 injured player. The total is sitting at 3. Team-wise, total is sitting at 2.5 for Villarreal and 0.5 for Real Valladolid. The last 5 times these two went head-to-head, Villarreal won, then Real Valladolid, then Villarreal, then Villarreal, then Villarreal. So it seems like Real Valladolid has only been able to beat them once. And in the last 5 times these two went head-to-head, they haven't tied. Not one time. So Villarreal is at home. So I see them winning this one. The most 5 recent games from Villarreal, they have 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 L. Their most recent was a draw versus Atletico Madrid. So, wow, they're not that bad. Because Real Atletico Madrid are pretty good team. So yeah, Real Valladolid, on the other hand, their 5 games, they've only gotten 1 win and 4 L's. Their most recent was an L versus Real Madrid. So give me Villarreal to win, probably a straight up. I'll probably put that in a parlay because that 2.5 for Villarreal, they've only covered this once out of their last 5 head-to-head. So as far as their last 5 games, they've covered this 2 out of 5 times. Their most recent, they did not cover this. So that is too risky. Real Valladolid, on the other hand, 0.5, they've only covered this They've covered this in their last 5 games. They've covered this one, two. They've only covered this three times, 3 out of 5. Their most recent, they didn't cover it. Head to head, on the other hand, they've covered 0.5, 2 out of 3. Their most recent, they covered this. And this was back in October 26, 2024. So I don't know where to go with this one. Like I said, I'll probably put Villarreal in the parlay with Getafe. Yeah, I see that more of an outcome than the points. Okay, on to the next game. Atletico Madrid versus Mallorca. Atletico Madrid have one injured player, one player with the red card. Mallorca, same thing, one injured player, one player with the red card, and one questionable. Total points is it's in at 2. Team total points is sitting at 1.5 for Atletico and 0.5 for Mallorca. So let's check it out. The last 5 times they went head to head, Atletico, they've only covered the 1.5 once out of 5 times. That's crazy. As far as 0.5 for Mallorca, they've only covered this 2 out of 5 times. Mallorca has only been able to beat them once at home, but this game they're not at home. Atletico Madrid is at home. So as far as ties, have been tied in the last 5 head-to-head. So give me, that's a good parlay right there. Getafe, Villarreal, Atletico Madrid. The last 5 games from Atletico, they got 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 L. Their most recent game was a win for Atletico. Mallorca, terrible. They've only gotten 1 win, and that was back in December 21, 2024. This year, they have not been able to win or even score a goal. Oh my God, they got 4 games this year and they cannot score a goal. Yeah, I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching anything with Mallorca right now. So yeah, give me Atletico. As far as that 1.5, they've covered this 3 out of their last 5 games. So I don't know. I probably, depending what looks good as far as the amount is, I probably will do that because it seems like they allow this to happen. They allow the goals to come in. So, but I think the safest thing here to do would be put in a parlay. Okay, on to the last game for La Liga. Espanyol versus Real Madrid. Espanyol have only 1 injured player. Real Madrid, 3 injured players and 1 questionable. The total is sitting at 3. Team totals is sitting at 0.5 for Espanyol, and for Real Madrid is sitting at 2.5, of course. But the last 5 times they went head to head, Espanyol has been able to only beat them once, and this was back in 2021. Other than that, they haven't been able to beat them. So Espanyol is at home, but they just haven't been that good. They've only gotten 1 win in their last 5 games, 3 draws, and 1 L. So yeah, there you go. There's a perfect parlay right there if you want to do a parlay. Getafe, Villarreal, Atletico, and Real Madrid. I'll write that down. Come in tomorrow with another video of how I got 100% again. All right. As far as points though, 2.5 for Real Madrid. Let's see, they've covered this. 2.5. They've covered this 4 out of their last 5 head to head. The only time they didn't cover was that time that Espanyol won, which was 2021. Other than that, they've covered this. The last 5 games from Real Madrid, they've covered the 2.5, 5 out of 5. So, yeah, if you want to do the points, there it is. 2.5 over. As far as Espanyol, 0.5. I mean, they've covered 4 out of 5, but you're you're crazy if you're trying to do something like that when you I'm giving you guys the stats for the other stuff. So, but I mean, hey, it's up to you. You want to go crazy and do that. That 0.5 though, they've covered this 4 out of 5 between these two teams, like going head to head. So, I mean, it could happen. Real Madrid's defense is not the greatest right now, but they have been stepping it up though. As far as the last 2 most recent games, they have left their opponents at 0. So, but like I said, I wouldn't do that 0.5. I wouldn't touch that just because it's too risky. But that 2.5, I mean, they've hit it 5 out of 5. So, yeah. Okay. That's it for La Liga. Now I'm going to do Serie A. And there's 4 games in that one. So straight into it. Let's do it. Monza versus Verona. Monza is at home. They got 3 injured players and 4 questionable. Verona has 1 injured player, 1 player with a red card, and 1 questionable. The total sitting at 2.5. Team total, Monza 1.5, Verona 0.5. The last 5 times these two went head to head, Verona has not been able to beat them the last 5 head to head. So, but as far as that 0.5, they've covered 2 out of 5. The most recent, they did not. As far as Monza, that 1.5, they've covered this 3 out of their last 5 head to head. The last 5 games, the last 5 most recent games from Monza, they've covered the 1.5. They've covered this only once. So, I don't know how I feel about this one. I probably won't touch it. But if I do, I would probably do Monza straight up win. But this game is like a tie. I mean, they've tied 2 out of 5 times. So the most recent Monza did win though, but this was back in October 21, 2024. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not touching this one. Okay, on to the next one. Udinese versus Venezia. Udinese is at home. They got 4 injured players. Venezia has 3 injured players and 3 questionable. The last 5 times they went head to head. Oh, they've only gone head to head 3 times. So Veronza did win their most recent head to head, and that was their only win. Other than that, Venezia did win 2 out of 3. Venezia sitting at 0.5. They've covered this 2 out of 3 of the last head to head. But as far as their last 5 games, they've covered this 3 out of 5. On the other hand, on Udinese, that 1.5, they've only covered this once, and this was back in December 29, 2024. So, yeah, I'm not touching this one either. It's too risky. So, whatever you want to do with that. If I had to bet this one, I would bet under 2.5 total team points. I mean, total points under 2.5. Okay, on to the next game. Atalanta versus Torino. Atalanta, 2 injured players and 1 questionable. Torino, 7 injured players. Whoa. This is a parlay right there with with La Liga. This is a straight parlay. I'll put that in there. uh, Total points sitting at 2.5. That's something that's something to that's a good note to see because they have covered this actually. They've covered over 2.5. They've covered this 5 out of 5 times. Wow. 5 out of 5 times. Well, there you go. There's another points parlay maybe if you want to add that to something that Real Madrid over 2.5 and Atlanta total over 2.5. So yeah. The last 5 games from Atlanta, they've gotten 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 L. That 1.5, they've covered this 4 out of 5 times. So that's another good one too. That one time that one game that didn't cover that 5 out of 5 was against Juventus back in 2000. Oh no, that was January 14, 2025 for La Serie A. But yeah, Torino is they've only gotten 1 win out of their last 5 games, 4 draws. So yeah, give me Atlanta to win this one. They're at home, so they should be able to kick some butt on this one. Okay, on to the last game for Serie A. Guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Put it down in the comments what your prediction is. What do you think is going to happen from these games? Okay. Bologna versus Como. Bologna, 1 injured player, 2 questionable. Como, 1 injured player, 6 questionable. Total sitting at 2.5. Team total, Bologna 1.5, Como 0.5. Como, that 0.5, they've been able to cover this 2 out of 3 times. These two have gone head to head. Bologna, that 1.5, they've covered this. Oh, whoa, my bad. I got it wrong. Como have covered that 0.5 2 out of 3. Yeah, these 2 teams have only gone head to head 3 times. So as far as Como 0.5, they've covered 2 out of 3. Their most recent, they did cover that. Bologna, on the other hand, that 1.5, they also covered that, their most recent, but they didn't cover that on the other 2 times. So, yeah. Okay, the last 5 games from Bologna, they have covered that 1.5 3 out of 5 times. Their 2 most recent games from this year, they didn't cover that 1.5. Both are draws. Yeah, so they haven't taken an L, but they've got 3 draws and 2 wins. Como, on the other hand, have 2 L's, 2 W's, and 1 draw. Their most recent was a L for Como versus Atlanta. Then they ended up beating Udinese. That's good to know. Thank God I'm not betting that Udinese game. So yeah. I don't know where to go with this one. I probably won't touch it just because it's too risky. Maybe a draw. They've taken a draw once out of the last 3, and that was their most recent head to head. So yeah, I'm not touching this. You can if you want to. Probably the best outcome for this one would be Como to score a goal, because they've covered this 5 out of 5 from Como's last 5 recent games. So that's something to know. Good to know. I might put that in there with the other ones that I have there as far as the parlay. But okay, cool. Yeah, that's where I'm going with that. Out of this game, I'm putting Como to score 1 goal. That's all they need to do. Guys, that will be it for today. I hope my predictions have helped you guys to get a dub, make some money, win. But most of all, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So if you did, hit that like and hopefully subscribe. I'll catch you on the next video. Deuces.